Hi guys, hope everybody is doing well. Not been a video for a little while, but these are some of the items I've picked up recently. Some of them have been eBay buys, and some have been from one's been from Sweden, and then some swaps as well. So I'll show you what I picked up and why I picked them up. So first things first, I bought this set of pliers. Now these are Telcon. There is a T there, but for some reason it's been ground off. Now these are Telcon slip joint pliers, and they're absolutely humongous. I figured they would be kind of this size, you know, generic hand size, but they're not. They're absolutely humongous. It's a bit shocked when they come, to be honest. I didn't know they'd made pliers that big. How big are they? Let's have a look. Let's get a measure. I'm guessing they're probably 12 inches. 11 and a half inch. 11 and a half inch. Just there, 11 and a half. Yeah, 11 and a half, just over. But yeah, really, really big, really cool. They were a great buy. I think they're only like £15 or something with the postage. They were on bids. I do like Telcon stuff. They made many different items. You see this one's got the T on the end of it, so it's not Elcon. And they made 4 sizes of this Clyburn, made by Clyburn, adjustable spanner in like beryllium copper alloy. Obviously the American version of this is Amco. Really nice little Amco spanner there. And then obviously you get the unbranded ones, like the pliers I showed you earlier, which are really cool. And I'm not sure if this is just brass. I'm not sure. It looks to me just like brass. But then you get, and I love this material. So if I see anything which is this material, I can't help it. I just can't help myself. So they were a good buy. The next thing was a swap with my good buddy John from Northern Ireland. Now, John let me have this Mathiesons. And you can see there, Mathiesons, Glasgow, which is a British company, cylinder wrench. And this is, well, I've got an advert here, which is the same, I believe to be the same wrench. This is a cylinder wrench, Mathiesons catalogue, 6th edition, 1878. And you can agree, it is very, very, very similar indeed, but it doesn't seem to have that point on the head, but everything else seems to be bang on. Now this, for 1878, is basically 150 years old, near enough, damn it, and it's still got the original lacquer on it. So this is how it would have come, with this like black Japanin lacquering, and it runs as smooth as you can imagine, and it's still got the original grip knurling on the inside of the jaw. So this is an absolute beauty. So thank you, John. The wrench I swapped with him, oh, kind of sad to see it go, to be honest. I didn't want to swap it, but I do love that, so thank you, John. Now this one is a Lucas girder wrench, and it's very early Birmingham. I don't know if you can read the writing on it, and it says there, made in England. Now this is the early version of a reasonably common sort of spanner. So you have this type here, which is the Lucas girder, Birmingham. Now these ones are 1920s, Lucas girder major. And this one here, the early versions, 1898 to 1905. And I'm trying to work, I've not actually looked at this book. Which one is it? We've got the girder. It's not that one. So I'm guessing it's the 1898 one. It's not got tested on it. So I think it's the early version. But that's not no screw, and that's got a screw. So I'm guessing it's that one, if I had to guess. Or maybe it's a different one. Anyway, 1898. So a nice addition to the Lucas collection. And then John gave me this one as free of charge, which is this wonderful. Apparently, John says this company is still in business. Barus or something, EP Barus Limited. No, it's not. It won't be in London anymore. Upper Thomas Street, London, I'm guessing. It's a beautiful paper knife. It's got inches that side, centimeters that side. But the reason why I really like it is look at the amazing companies with British headquarters as this. We've got Billings and Spencer Company Limited, wrenches, Cleveland Twist Drill Company, drills and reamers, Henry Diston and Son, GB, saws and files. We've got Stanley Works, Stanley Hardware, LS Starrett Company, HK Porter Limited bolt cutters. So these are American companies breaking the British market, and I'm guessing this was a giveaway. Sort of, obviously it's got a sort of a penknife in it. So I thought that was really, really kind of John. So thank you, buddy. So I'll treasure those three. They're amazing, especially the cylinder wrench. I think that's a real beauty. I also picked up on eBay this little 4-way small tiny screwdriver. I thought that was really cool. So I picked that up and I looked in my drawer and I've already got it. Really need to look in the drawer before I bid on eBay. Anyway, a tiny bit of buyer's remorse there. We've got here a small Billings and Spencer wrench. This is really small. I'll be interested if Alex has got one this size. It's a 4-inch, and I can't remember if Alex has got a 4-inch Billings and Spencer. I didn't buy it for this one. And then here we've got a Dreadnought USA, a Grays Toronto Canada Dreadnought. I think I've got another Grays. I think I polished a Grays. Let me have a look. There we go. So we've got this one which I polished a while ago, and this is a Grays made in Canada, so I'm guessing it's the same company. Thought it rang a bell. But the reason I bought it was a lot of 3. We've got this early French adjusting head, swing adjusting head. It's a Antler or something, Atacala or something, number 1, with some codes and digits. But it's a fascinating design with a very, very unusual head, and I've not seen that design before, so I thought it was really cool. So it's like a quick adjust, and I just thought it was really cool. It reminded me a bit of a dinosaur, so I thought that was really cool. I've never seen anything like it. It's a beautiful 4-inch adjuster for my collection, so that was a gem. So I bought those 3. I'm guessing those will probably end up going to Alex, assuming he wants them. Now I found another Lucas. I've been on a bit of a Lucas run at the moment. Now this is a Lucas King, and it's the one in the middle, and I've not got a Lucas King. It's the one with the screwdriver what comes out at the bottom. I do have another Lucas, which is this one, which is the King 1, which is the plain one. And then there's another one here, which is a different one. This one is the Atlas. So there's 3 types of this one, and they look almost identical. 2 have a screwdriver, and 1 doesn't have a screwdriver, has like a solid end to it. So I believe I've got all 3 versions of that Lucas, which is really nice. That one is from 1886, the King. So it's got the screwdriver one, so that was a bit of fun. Also in England, I managed to find a Bahco Clyburn. Now Bahco was only manufacturing jointly with Clyburn from 1914 to 1924, so you don't often see you see the Bahcos very commonly, but you don't see it with the Clyburn. Now the reason why I bid on it was, one, it was in the UK, not Sweden. You can see there it's stamped number 15, so it's a reasonably early one. So it's probably, I would say, middle of the range. It's got 1 star, which means it's had a mold, it's had a repair on the mold. Sometimes you see them with 2 stars or 3 stars or no stars. But yeah, really nice. Now I do already have it that size, but you can see EJ has been stamping his name all over it. So this one also has had 1 star, but this one is model 13, stamp 13, so this one will be a bit 2 stamps earlier than this one. So this is later, this is earlier, but this one appears to be in slightly better condition, which is nice. So it's always nice to find something in slightly better, well, slightly less marked anyway. So that was a bit of fun. I also picked up, which I showed in my last Bahco video, but I hadn't showed yet in a tool haul video. This is a Bahco Clyburn 74, which is 15 inch, but it's really in exceptional condition. This is very early because this is cast mold number 3. Now I do have another one which is mold number 0, but the problem is with it is it's someone's AK has had the angle grinder on it and had a good old time, and it's also quite heavily stamped 228, so it must have been part of a factory or something, 228 as well on there. So I think you'll agree this one is in much better condition than the other one, so I was quite pleased with that. So I got 2 slight upgrades on my Clyburn collection, which is always nice. So yeah, I think I've talked myself out anyway. We're at 10 minutes 50, so it's a pretty long video, sorry about that. Really happy for the cylinder wrench. Thank you ever so much, John. Really appreciate that, buddy. And also the Lucas girder is a nice addition to the Lucas collection, and I'm really pleased. Oh, one more. This I bought on eBay on its own, and this is fascinating to me. It says on here Eureka. You see there, Eureka, and as you adjust the jaw down, the bottom extends, and it's original. It's got the same sort of pitting and finish on all sides, which is really, really cool. So it really adjusts down, and then obviously when you adjust it, it comes all the way up. Now I'm not sure if this is British or German. I've never seen it before. It's a fascinating, it says patent, and all the British spanners I have seem to say patent on them. So I think it's British, but you know, you see here when you get a British, this is an early Manchester spanner, it says patent in basic letters, and I can pull out dozens from my drawer and they all say patent. Like here's another one, this is a Brooks, an early Brooks here, and I'm sure it says, there we go, it says patent in straight lines. So I think this could be an undiscovered British early bicycle wrench, Eureka. I wonder if it came with a certain type of push bike, not sure. Riveted together, laminated. So that was a really nice choice. So I've had a couple of really nice bicycle wrenches from eBay recently, which I've never seen either of them before. All right, if you have any information about that, if anyone's seen one before, I'd like to hear. All right, put in the comments which is your favorite. Thanks again to John for the swapsy. Alex, let me know on them too if you want them. All right, take care, have a wonderful day, bye.